Hello everyone. Let us come to the first chapter, Chemical Reactions and Equations, NCERT. Now, first of all, we need to understand what is a physical change and what is a chemical change. What is a physical change? It is reversible change. That means no new substance with new properties is formed. New chemical properties is formed. For example, if you take water and you vaporize it, so it will form vapor, and if you solidify it will form ice. But you can change vapor to water, water to ice to water, and water to vapor. That means these three things are reversible. Now, if I talk about a chemical change, it is irreversible change. That means new substance with new properties are formed. For example, 2 Mg plus O2 gives 2 MgO. Mg, magnesium, is grey in color. Magnesium oxide powder is white in color. Another example, lead nitrate, which is white in color, when reacts with potassium iodide, again which is white in color, it gives potassium nitrate and lead iodide. Now this lead iodide is a precipitate of yellow color. If I take zinc and I put some H2SO4 in that, it forms zinc sulfate and hydrogen gas is released. Now, why I am telling you these all things? To make you understand that when a chemical reaction is taking place or a chemical change is taking place, new substance is formed. And the properties of new substance is totally different from the properties of the reactants. Fine. So now, see here white powder is formed, here yellow precipitate is formed, here a gas is evolved. That means there are some conditions, some observations through which we can determine whether a chemical reaction has taken place or not taken place. What are those conditions? These are 5 conditions. First, change in temperature, then change in color, change in state, evolution of gas, and formation of precipitate. Now, out of these 5 conditions, all 5, any 1, any 2, if they are present, we say that a chemical reaction is taking place. Now let us learn more about chemical equations. So chemical equations, if we take them, let us take a very simple example first. Magnesium plus oxygen gives, this arrow is for gives, magnesium oxide. Now magnesium is one reactant, oxygen is another reactant. They are combining to give a product, magnesium oxide. Now this side of the arrow, where the arrow is starting, is called as LHS, and where the arrow is pointing, this is called as RHS. There can be n number of reactants and there can be n number of products also. R1, R2, R2, 3, any number of reactants can be there, and the products form can also be any number. Now the question arises, why can't we always write a equation in this form? Spelling magnesium oxygen, magnesium oxide हमेशा ऐसे क्यों नहीं लिख सकते? पहली चीज, it is time consuming. दूसरी चीज, it is difficult to write. Such big words, it is difficult to write. So what do? We just write their symbols. Symbol of magnesium, symbol of oxygen, and symbol of magnesium oxide. Mg plus O2 gives MgO. Now this type of equation, which is providing us some information about the elements and the compounds, about the reactants and the products, some information, not the complete information, is called as a skeletal chemical equation. This is called as skeletal chemical equation because it is giving limited information about the reaction. This is unbalanced equation. This equation is not balanced. This is unbalanced equation. Now, why should we balance a equation? करना ही क्यों है उसको balance? To obey law of conservation of mass, which states Mass can neither be created nor destroyed. Mass can neither be created nor destroyed. That means number of atoms of an element on the reactant side, which is the reactant side? LHS side, should always be equal to the number of atoms of an element on the product side. Now we have understood why we should be balancing a chemical equation. Now how to balance? Okay, so zinc plus H2SO4 gives zinc sulfate plus hydrogen. This is word equation. Now we change it to skeletal equation. Zinc H2SO4, zinc sulfate is written like this, hydrogen is written like this. Now simply make 3 columns. First one, write down element. Second one, write down number of atoms in reactant, that is LHS, number of atoms in product, that is RHS. All those elements you have to just write the symbols which are present on the reactant side. Why I am saying so? Because whatever is present on the reactant side will only go to the product side also. So Zn, H, S and O, right? Now number of atoms in reactant on LHS side. How many zinc? 1. How many H2? H2. How many S? 1. O, 4. Now let us come to the RHS side. Which is the RHS side? Where the arrow is pointing. So this is the product side. How many Zn? 1. How many S? 1. How many O? 4. How many H? 2. So this equation is balanced. That means we need the number of atoms of element present on the LHS is equal to the number of atoms present on the product. So this equation is already balanced. But you will always not get the balanced equation. You will have to balance them. How to do that? Let us learn. See, we have taken example Fe plus H2O gives Fe3O4 plus H2. Same way, make 3 columns. Element, number of atoms of element in LHS, number of atoms of element in RHS. Elements, सबसे पहले सिर्फ elements लिखिए Fe, H, O. वही इधर भी रहेंगे क्योंकि ये प्रोडक्ट बना है इन्हीं रिएक्टेंट से. अब जस्ट काउंट नंबर ऑफ atoms of this element. Fe how many on the LHS side? 1. H 2. O 1. Fe 3. O 4. H 2. So what we have done this is the list, step 1, list the number of atoms of different elements present in the unbalanced equation. This was now unbalanced equation. We have just listed the number of atoms present of different elements. Second step, very important, start balancing with the element that has the maximum number of atoms. This maximum number of atoms can be anywhere. It can be the reactant side or it can be on the product side. Now in this equation, where is the maximum number of atoms and of which element? Oxygen. Oxygen is having maximum number of atoms. This is 4. And over here, how many oxygen are there? It is only 1. Now, the most important thing to remember is that we cannot alter the formula of the compound or element involved in the reaction. मतलब जैसे मुझे यहाँ 4 ऑक्सीजन चाहिए तो मैं यहाँ पे 4 नहीं लिख सकती. क्यों नहीं लिख सकती वो हम समझते हैं. We can only change the coefficient and not the subscript. See, if I write 2H2O like this, what does this mean? This 2 is the coefficient and this 2 is the subscript. Why I cannot change the subscript and why I have to change only the coefficient? Because if I change the subscript and I write 2 over here, so it becomes H2O2, which is not water. If I write H4O2, it does not exist. If I write H2O4, that also does not exist. So I cannot change the formula of the compound. Water का formula मुझे change नहीं करना है यहाँ पे 4 लगा के. मैं water की molecules का number change कर सकती हूँ. So what I have done, what I have to do, I have to write 4 over here. So now it becomes, how many water molecules are now? 4. So how many oxygen? 4. Here also oxygen is 4, here also oxygen is 4. Next, after that, after doing this maximum one, move to the next maximum. Which is the next maximum? Move to the next element with maximum number of atoms. Which one is that? Iron, Fe. How many Fe over here? 3. How many Fe over here? 1. So what I will do, I will write 3 over here. Got it? If I write 3 over here, now balance the remaining elements in this manner. Now see what is left. Hydrogen. Oxygen we have balanced 4 oxygen. Iron we have balanced 3 Fe. What is left? H2. How many H are there? 2. How many H are there? 4 2s are 8. 4 2s are 8. So what I will do, simply write 4 over here. Now my equation is balanced. But still it is not giving me complete information. It is balanced, but it is not giving me complete information. Equation is still incomplete as it does not provide information about state or reactant or product. State of reactant or product. Thus we write solid S के लिए small s solid के लिए, लिक्विड के लिए स्मॉल l, गैस के लिए g अगर वो रिएक्टेंट साइड में है. अगर वो प्रोडक्ट साइड में है तो अप एरो. अगर गैस प्रोडक्ट साइड में रिलीज हो रही है तो अप एरो. सॉल्यूशन के लिए एक्वस. अगर प्रेसिपिटेट है और वो प्रोडक्ट साइड में ही फॉर्म होगा प्रेसिपिटेट तो हम उसके लिए डाउन एरो लिखेंगे. तो अब अगर मुझे कंप्लीट इक्वेशन लिखनी है ये वाली, देन व्हाट विल आई राइट? 3Fe solid plus 4H2O in the form of steam, that is gas, gives me Fe3O4 in solid form and 4H2 in gaseous form. Now this equation is complete. Now some more information about this thing. See, usually physical states are not included in the chemical equation unless it is necessary to specify them. Some other conditions such as temperature, pressure, catalyst, if present for the reaction, are indicated either above or below the arrow in the equation. जैसे ये photosynthesis का equation, 6CO2 aqueous plus 12H2O liquid, it will give 6C6H12O6 aqueous plus 6O2 aqueous plus 6H2O liquid. Now this photosynthesis, as we know, will take place only in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll both. So one condition we have written above the arrow, second condition we have written below the arrow. Now this method of balancing chemical equation is called hit and trial method. Hit and trial method. क्यों बोलते हैं ऐसा? Because number of trials are made using various elements to balance the smallest whole number coefficient. सबसे छोटा coefficient लेते हैं हम. यहाँ पे लेने को 12 भी ले सकते हैं, इसको 24 भी ले सकते हैं, इसको फिर ये 12 हो जाएगा, ये भी 12 हो जाएगा, लेकिन हमने सबसे छोटा नंबर लिया. यहाँ पे अगर हम इसको मल्टीप्लाई बाय 2 कर देंगे पूरी इक्वेशन को तो डबल हो जाएगा. बट वेन एवर वी आर राइटिंग इक्वेशन वी राइट इन द स्मॉलेस्ट फॉर्म पॉसिबल, स्मॉलेस्ट कोएफिशिएंट पॉसिबल. लेट अस बैलेंस वन मोर इक्वेशन. MnO2 plus HCl gives MnCl2 plus H2O plus Cl2. Now same way let us write the elements MnO HCl. ठीक है, यही प्रोडक्ट्स में भी रहेगा. नाउ LHS साइड में कितने एटम्स हैं? Mn 1, O2, H1, Cl1. प्रोडक्ट साइड में Mn 1, Cl2 plus 2 4. Remember here 2 plus 2 4. H2O1. So how to balance? सबसे पहले जिसका नंबर मैक्सिमम है, किसका नंबर मैक्सिमम है? क्लोरीन का. कितना? 4. So what simply I will do, I will write one coefficient 4 over here. As soon as I write coefficient 4 over here, this 1 will be multiplied by 4. Now this 1 multiplied by 4. सेकेंड मैक्सिमम किसका नंबर है? ऑक्सीजन का. कितने ऑक्सीजन है? यहाँ 2. यहाँ कितने ऑक्सीजन है? 1. तो हम क्या करेंगे, यहाँ पे एक 2 लिख देंगे और यहाँ पे इसको मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 2 कर देंगे. राइट. नाउ सी व्हाट इज लेफ्ट. इसके बाद ये तो 1 1 है, चेक कर लेते हैं. यहाँ जब हमने 2 लगाया तो ये हाइड्रोजन भी 4 हो गया ना, तो हाइड्रोजन इज ऑल्सो गेटिंग मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 2. यहाँ जब हमने Cl को बैलेंस करने के लिए 4 लगाया, दिस हाइड्रोजन हैज ऑल्सो बिकम 4 नाउ. राइट. सो नाउ लेट अस चेक हाउ मेनी Mn. 1 Mn1 O2 O2 H4 H4 Cl4 Cl4. So now our equation is balanced. So with this I come to the end of this video, balancing of equation. Now in my next video I will be telling you a trick to solve the equation, which will be a little simpler and very fast to solve. This method was according to the NCERT textbook. In my next video I will be telling you how to balance the equation very fast. Just within 2 minutes you will be able to solve the equation. Till then, bye bye.